George, I'll tell you.
Yeah, you're on the wrong mic there for some reason. There you go. That's...
We better?
Yes.
Yes, a little Art Bell chaos still reverberating through the studios here. Well, I have to say, Giuliani's response to this, he's gone absolutely berserk. He said he wanted a corporate and business client, chancellor, okay? So he gets a choice of two. There's Kiley from the MTA, and there's Levy, at Citicorp, fulfilling all the credentials that Mayor Giuliani says he wants. And when the board refuses to kowtow him, refuses to kiss his tuchus, and says, we're going to choose the interim chancellor, you are not in charge of this process, he goes berserk.
And rightfully so. It's too bad we just couldn't get it all over with and have the permanent chancellor in Herman Badillo, El Jefe, the man who will reconstruct a system that is completely out of control.
But Curtis, Herman Badillo wants to run for mayor. So how is he going to do both? I guess no problem. We can have the mayor be the school's chancellor, too. That's what Rudy Giuliani is.
Isn't this sort of bizarre? You look at Chicago, which had similar problems, and all of a sudden they empowered the mayor there, Daley Jr., to run the Board of Education, and they've improved tenfold since. You expect Mayor Giuliani to pay the freight, to pay all the bills, but not have any say in who it is that directs the Board of Education?
He's not paying the freight. We're paying the freight, and he does have a say. He has a very strong say. He's appointed 2 members of the board, and he controls at least a third vote. He just is not the only person who has a say, but that's the way you have to be in Rudy Giuliani land. There's only one opinion that counts, and that's his.
By the way, after Curtis getting together with Art Bell on the Sean Hannity show, maybe the next miracle will be Ron Kuby with Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
Well, I'm ready any time. Rudy always has a space in the chair next to me, Curtis.
Oh, big pay raises are on the way for lawmakers in New Jersey. The state assembly and Senate today approved 40% pay raises for themselves, but not until 2002. Their part-time pay would go up to $49,000. Also today, the state Senate okayed a new law requiring teenagers to undergo quit smoking classes if they are caught lighting up in New Jersey.
Good. Now, wait a second. It goes beyond that. It's not only quit smoking classes, but if they violated a second or third time, it's a potential fine. And, in fact, it was even debated as to whether there should be future arrests made if caught the third, fourth, or fifth time.
Well, if it's illegal to smoke, if it's illegal for a minor to possess cigarettes, to purchase cigarettes or to possess them, it stands to reason it should be illegal to smoke the illegally possessed cigarettes in public. I mean, marijuana is illegal. I disagree with that, but it is. It's equally illegal to smoke a doob in public. I know.
Dissecting the big AOL Time Warner merger. We get some help from Sam Stovall at Standard & Poor's.
It's amazing. First off, just thinking that there was a merger between Time Warner and AOL, my guess would have been that it was Time Warner doing the purchasing of AOL, and then to find out that no, it's the other way around.
Yep, Stovall says this marks perhaps a new trend for the 21st century, the high-tech industry making merger inroads. Unveiling a new sports complex for downtown Newark tonight. Planners going to show as many as 6 proposals, from the cheap to the expensive, ranging from a simple stadium for the Nets to a complex one featuring an arena for the Nets and the Devils, a soccer stadium, a hotel, a TV studio, and a movie theater.
Now, is this part of the new ownership that George Steinbrenner is involved in?
I'm not sure if that involves
Guarantee you, Ron, mark my words. 1 month into the new lease of a new stadium, George will be screaming, I want out of Newark. Newark is lousy. There's too much crime. There's too much filth. I want out of Newark. Just like he's always wanting out of the South Bronx.
The boxes and the crates being packed up today over at the Brooklyn Museum of Art, where a controversial art exhibit has come to an end. But a group of Catholic protesters showed up yesterday on the final day of the sensation exhibit, just to get a few last words in.
We've raised the consciousness of thousands of people. We're sending the message that we don't approve of Catholic bashing.
Yeah, Catholics didn't like that picture of the Virgin Mary smudged with elephant dung.
Well, I'll tell you something. He is right about one thing about raising the consciousness of thousands of people. I used to think that folks like that were just annoying, but now I realize they're dangerous.
And think of this. Detroit, which was scheduled eventually to have that exhibit, its brand new curator, director there, came in and said, no, we won't be having any kind of blasphemous art exhibits at this museum. And there was no outpouring of emotion against them.
Book-burning, goose-stepping, jackbooted fascists.
Not returning a library book Speaking of which, could hurt your credit rating. Public Library in Atlantic City has hired a collection agency to go after tardy book borrowers. After 3 letters and a phone call, the worst delinquents will see a notation in their credit reports. So if you got any out-of-due books, this may spread. Other libraries are thinking about doing this.
I remember a time when the library matrons themselves, the old blue hairs, would actually come to your house, knock on the door as if they were serving a subpoena. I want that book back. I want Tom Sawyer back.
There was actually somebody arrested here in New York not so long ago. He had a bunch of overdue library books from New York University, and the cops actually came and arrested him, charged him with misdemeanor.
Good, excellent.
Oh, finally, talk about spitting on an olive branch. WABC overnight talk show host Art Bell practically begged Curtis Leawood to end their on-air feud over Bell's nuttiness, the two showing up on Sean Hannity.